Okay, I'll be using this gold setup to explain my own setup for you. But this setup now on gold, first of all, why I'm using this setup is because it's still fresh and it has not played out. You get, but this setup on gold is not actually my kind of setup. Like one thing is missing, but I will explain. You get, I will explain why what's missing. So now, first of all, what me I used to go for? First of all, I check the trend in the 1 hour. If I check the trend, let's say gold is on an uptrend now, marked, I know that okay, we have established that we are looking for buys. Then I go back, I spot my POI. What I'm looking for in my POI is a zone that have broken structure, swept liquidity and has broken structure. Once I see those things, I pick that place as my point of interest first, knowing that okay, this place now I'm interested in this zone. Then let me see how price forms my setup in that place. This third thing I'll look out for is, first of all, I said the trend. Second is a sweep and a market structure shift or a change of character too. Do you get? Then an inducement. Then if I see all these things on my chart, I know that bro, I'm 100% certain that that place now is a place I'm interested in. Now in this gold chart, this setup we are seeing here, I will use it to explain. First of all, what do we notice? Although this chart is a reversal trend, you get, is a reversal trend, but I will still explain something. What do I notice? I noticed that price came to this place, swept these lows here, and now broke structure, creating a market structure shift, which makes this place now a strong, or I mean a protected high. Protected high means price must not break that high. If it breaks that high, meaning that it has changed trend, it has changed direction. So this is the protected high, because if it's on a downtrend now, obviously gold is on the downtrend. This was the first high that was created, then the second high, higher low, right? Lower low, then lower high, then lower low, lower high, lower low. Do you get? So this is definitely a downtrend, right? We know that is a downtrend. So now I look at this point now. Price swept this little high, last low. This place now, price swept it because this high now, or this sub high, is an internal high. It created this low, right? Which is not the same low, although this is not a strong low and this is not a strong high, right? But price created this high and it came to this direction, swept it and broke structure, causing a change in the trend, meaning that it wants to continue downward. Then now, after it has swept liquidity here and break structure, the next thing I'm waiting for, let me put that liquidity sweep so that you see it properly. I don't want this video to be too long, though. I hope it's not too long. So after it has swept liquidity and changed, which it created a market structure shift, I know that okay, yes, this is my zone. Then now it came down, created inducements. And in my inducement, if I use my Fibonacci here, and I see that from here to the high the low that was created, did it get to 50%? Yes, it got to 50%. So can you see it? It touched that 50%, meaning it went into the premium zone, right? I'll delete that one. Tick. You get? Now I want to see that inducement still take price further a little, at least let it go up a little, which it did. Now the inducement even broke its own structure, created a low and broke structure. You get? And created a strong a high, a low again, sorry. Which means this point now, this point that I target as my order block is a strong place for me to buy. Why? Because now this place now has become my inducement automatically. My setup is complete. Sweep of liquidity, break of structure, in line with the trend, and inducements. Now, if this inducement didn't come to 50%, I will not be considering taking the trade. Why? Because my other block, my protected low, might be the inducement. If price is just like, for example, now, price didn't get to this place, you just start doing something like this, doing something like this, doing something like this, and come approach my other block, there's a possibility that price might come and sweep that other block because it didn't create any inducement to take out. Price must have an inducement to take out, must. So because this is what makes that setup possible, because liquidity has been created. People are buying from this zone now, so the price, the market needs to come back and take out people that has created that inducement. People's surpluses are around this place. So if the price now comes down to this place after it has created inducement, what am I expecting it for it to come down to my other block and move? Do you understand? But in the case of this gold now, why this setup is not really an A plus setup for me is because gold is always on an uptrend. Gold can just come to this other block now and decide to continue selling and try to continue buying rather. So me, what I will definitely wait for this place if I get to this other block is what I'll wait for confirmation, because I know gold can just change anyhow. If you just decide say omo you no send anybody papa, even with your A plus setup you go still cancel you. So that is why. Now after I've checked all these things in my 1 hour time frame, I will go to my 4 hours to validate my setup. Now if I check the 4 hours, what am I seeing? I'm still seeing a higher high created, lower high, lower low. Sorry, this higher high was created, which was the last high, right? Now price came here, created another low here. Now this is now my trading range, but internally there's what they call trading range. Me, I'll explain that trading range later. I don't want this video to long, but internally, see, in that my place that I marked order block, price still swept liquidity there and broke structure and created an inducement. So I'm certain that this place now is a point of interest for me, because even on the 4 hours, it's showing me what I saw on the 1 hour time frame. I don't know if you understand. Price, a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure. Inducement, that's incomplete pullback. Your first incomplete pullback is your liquidity. First pullback after a break of structure, it is lot liquidity, inducement. So I see it like that. I know that it has validated it. Now, why I'm even selling is because if I go to the daily time frame now, I will see something that price. Let me just take out this thing. Price now, see, price still did the same setup, meaning or to the upside. It broke sweep liquidity here and broke structure to this side, right? Sweep of liquidity and breaks of structure. So now me, I know that I'm certain that price now is coming down to mitigate this other block that is around here. You see this other block, daily POI now, I've marked it since, to mitigate this place and sell. So my confidence for selling this trade now is high. Why? Because I'm expecting price to come to this place. You can see that there's fair value gap, there's order block, and if I carry my Fibonacci tool, although price have not still gotten to like 50%, this is the, sorry, I'm coming, let me do something. Just manage it like that. The green line is the 50% zone. If I draw it here, you see that this green line now, price, there was no inducement created. So there's likely that price will come to this fair value gap side now, this fair value gap that I mark, and still sell from. So I'm at least 70% sure that price should sell into this place to create inducement before coming back to this daily POI to buy. I don't know if you understand. That is why I see that I am selling, because now this is the trading range. This is my trading range now. Where is it? Let me use this. This now is my range that price has created from here to here. If price pass this high, I know that it has continued the trend, because the highs are always the targeted high, while the lows in an uptrend are protected. Lows are protected, highs are targeted. The plan is to take out the high to continue the trend. The lows are protected to be mitigated and continue the trend. Do you understand? So that's how I me I will take that trade like that. You get.